Man, Chris, today we're getting it in a double header on the American Cholo podcast. My name is Gil. This is the American Cholo podcast coming straight and live to you from North Hollywood, California. How's everybody doing today? I think the Chargers are winning. I don't really care.
Right.
But today we have another one for you, which is a great thing. Let me introduce my guest. Coming out of North Hollywood, California, our next guest went from hanging with the homies and joining one of the local street gangs to being a fitness and nutrition coach. Please give a warm round of applause for Lorraine Michelle Ramirez.
Yes. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here with y'all.
Yeah, you almost didn't make it.
I know. That's crazy.
You almost got bumped. You almost got bumped, dude.
I was here, though. I was going to post up.
Oh, no, I would have bumped you much earlier. Okay, so we'll get into your story, right? I get that's why people were asking, hey, I get a notification for the Drummer Boy thing. Well, Drummer Boy and I have been going back and forth I actually hit him up 2 years ago, and I barely got a response like about a month ago. So that's just how it works,
That's
right?
how it be.
That's
Social
how it
media.
be, right?
Yeah.
So he out of nowhere, I hit him up again this week, and he's like, man, I'm just going to I happen to be going to No Jumper.
Right.
Can we do it earlier? I said, shit. I said, yeah, but I got... Lorraine, my wife's like, well, are you going to tell her? I said, I don't know if he's going to come. So I don't know if he's going to come. So yeah, you were on the list to get bumped already. And my wife's like, did you? I said, I'm not going to tell her until. And then he came through early. I said, no, we can do a double.
Work out.
We can do a double header, and you're here. But I'm sure I would have called you. I would have said, can I get your number? Let me call you. And I would have explained to you, hey, you know what? I'm so sorry.
It would have been all good.
I think you would have understood.
Yeah, I would have, but.
You would have been a little hurt.
A little, just a tad bit.
The ego, a
yeah,
little bit.
A little ego
How's
trigger.
he gonna bump me? Like, all right.
I'm the little homie.
Yeah. How's he gonna bump me? Like, hey, I got the plug coming in. I'll be like, come on now. That would be like Jackie Lane coming to your show, and I'm coming. Be like, hey, Gil, yeah, you're not making this one, man.
Right.
But thank you for coming on here.
Of course.
And let's just get this thing going, man. Where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in North Hollywood.
That's what's happening, man.
Down the street from here, not too far from here, actually.
Is that right?
Yeah, like Laurel Canyon and Manoin.
Where did you get the name Michelle, man? Where did you get the name Michelle
So
from?
I asked my dad, I'm like, how do you go from Lorena to Michelle. And he said it was the Beatles song, My Michelle. So that was
Ah.
it. He's like, Lorena, your mom's middle name, and then Michelle, you know?
I thought
it worked out.
I thought it was just a Central American thing because
It is.
happy Central American Independence Day, by the way.
Wow.
All right?
That's
gotta school our people, man.
Yeah, today
right?
is the day. What a nice coincidence.
Yes. Hey, right?
Right.
September 15th, 1821, when we broke away from them bastard-ass Spaniards.
Oh,
and then,
my God.
And then the Americans took over. You go from one to the next, but
Isn't
hey,
that crazy?
we can still celebrate. But hey, is it me or okay, the people from is it Japan? No, Korea. The Koreans are all Kims and Kevins.
Stop.
Oh, they are. They are. The Central American, the Salvadoreños. The Salvadoreños is William.
Freddy.
It's Freddy. Michelle. Who else? It's Steven. Straight up. Hey, but they got the game on lock because they're like, no, we're going to go to America. And damn it, we're going to have the names already.
Listen, there was a Salvi, John Wayne is 2 names. My mom's friend, they named him John Wayne. Like
John Wayne.
Like one name. That's crazy. John Wayne. Like that's crazy.
Hey, they gangster with it. They got
Right?
that's a good one. What's your name? John Wayne. What is it? John Wayne. Are you French? No, soy de Salvador, güey. Ya. A la gran puta, güey. Te dicen el John Wayne. Right? That's what they're gonna say, man.
Wow, I felt that. I felt that in my spirit right now.
Okay, so you were born out here in North Hollywood. So give me a little rundown about your family, siblings.
So I grew up with both my parents and 2 brothers,
Okay.
which was great. I'm really grateful for that. Salvi dad, I feel like you just have no choice but to just have this tough exterior at some point.
Of course.
It was, I had both of them and it was a good balance, like the intensity of my dad. And then my mom was just like the nurturing one, and then the broskies, that was something else. And I grew up with like a huge family. I mean, that's no surprise, right? In Latino communities, huge family, lots of cousins, mostly guy cousins as well. And I actually went to Holy Rosary, which is a little ghetto Catholic school in Sun Valley.
Okay, where's
right
that
there on
one?
Violin and Stag.
Okay,
We had the best fairs.
Yeah, they always had the fairs there. That's right.
It was a little crazy, but it was lit. So I grew up there. I went to that school, and then I went to Grant. Grant was really weird. Whoo, she got real crazy. It was popping.
For all the wrong and right reasons, right?
Yeah, you know what it is? I think I was just extremely sheltered for a certain amount of my life. So the moment I found a little bit of freedom, I went crazy.
You found the hood.
Oh my God.
So,
it was always someone around me though, which is really crazy.
Yeah, if you lived in North Hollywood,
right?
It's everywhere.
And having older cousins too, like from different hoods as well. So I just like always was around it some way, somehow. But just going to Grant was some next level shit. Like it was just an experience, like the freedom and being able to leave and just to kick it and do things I wanted to do. Being the only girl in a Salvi home was like crazy, like 3 dads.
They got they got you on lockdown over there.
It was crazy. Yeah. So it was definitely an experience. And from there, it just, Grant, North Hollywood, home studies, and then I graduated from Amelia Earhart.
Oh man, wait! You just jumped through a whole lot of stuff. It's like you're doing a job interview, but you're saying, I went to this and that. You say home studies. I caught home studies in Amelia Earhart, which home study means
options for youth.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, when I hear home studies, I know you're doing something bad. And Amelia Earhart, it is not a college prep course. Amelia Earhart is a continuation from what I remember.
Facts.
Okay, so what first got you? Did you go to home studies first or Amelia Earhart? Which one?
No,
which one
home studies first.
And why did Sweet Lorena? Why did Sweet Lorena?
I couldn't hurt a fly.
End up in home studies.
So pretty much,
you see what happened was.
Yeah, man. You know what it was? I got this thrill for fighting. And that's really what got me from Grant to North Hollywood, and then I lasted at NH for like a semester, and then they sent me to home studies.
Why are you fighting?
I was out there regulating. Keep in mind, okay, I was the only girl jumped into the hood in 8 years.
Okay, so at what year did you join the gang?
2004.
How old were you?
14.
Oh shit, you're 14 years old. What hood you joined, man?
Your hood.
What was
my hood? North Hollywood
Oh,
boys.
what?
Winos Click, to be specific.
You're from the boys?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, man. Look at small world, huh?
Small world.
Well, this is the very first time we meet, just to keep the record straight.
Yeah.
Right? So it is a small world.
So crazy.
So you're one of the few girls, because I remember a certain time back in my day, you know,
Right.
back in my day, that they would sit there and say, there can't be no girls from the boys.
Oh, I heard that.
Oh,
For
you
the
did hear
first
that.
year, I heard that. And I was like, let me prove myself, you know? So I was really out there with the guys, like doing crazy shit.
You fought for women's independence in the hood.
Literally, for real. No, really though, you know? And they were like, nah, there hasn't been no girl Richton for 8 years. Like, it's not happening. And I was like, bet. We'll see.
So how'd you get jumped in? They socked you up like a couple times? They actually
4
beat
people.
actually beat you up pretty good?
Yeah. I actually had gotten jumped the day before that by somebody else in school.
By rivals.
Right.
So you already got your ass kicked in.
I was already fucked up, and the next day I was like, all right, whatever, just get high real quick. Let's do it.
Let's
Run
get it in.
Yeah.
And
And it was 4 people.
Did you get any bruises or cuts or anything? Where you have to go home and try to explain to your mom and dad?
I mean, I got home and they just threw the carne asada on my face.
Oh, like that?
Yeah. They were like, oh my God.
Me caí, mama. Is that what you told her? Me caí. No, you
My
had to
mama knew. She would have grant like the day before that to regulate. Like, how y'all let this happen to my kid? When it was more like, how do you let your kid get into all this crazy shit?
My mija is not a chola, right? Right? That's exactly what it was. Gee, so then you're fighting in Grant. You end up going to North Hollywood.
Right. I got kicked out of Grant.
And there was no homies in North Hollywood.
That was intense.
Right?
That was intense for me. The locker rooms, yeah, it was intense. There was other hoods there for
Yeah,
sure.
of course, yeah.
You know, so it was pretty intense for me. I mean, I enjoyed the thrill though. It was crazy. Like, I got this rush out of it, you know, but that lasted a month because then they were like, you got to go.
Now, at this point, how are you dressing?
I should have sent you some throwbacks. That's what you should have
You
posted.
should have came in all khaki down and say,
Well,
"Orra!" Like, what's
no, you know what it was? Because I wanted to prove a point, like, for so long, like, I really dressed like a boy. Like, I would wear the big pro clubs, the sweats.
Oh shit!
The sweats over the jeans, you know, the bun life all the time. And if my hair was down, I had a scrunchie ready all the time. Like, it was this, you know, pattern. Like, I stealing my brother's hoodies, you know what I mean? Like, I was really dressing like
Straight tomboy.
100%. Me and my bestie, 2 of us against the world.
Oh man, it's okay. So Amelia Earhart, how was that for you out there?
That was an experience. So I went to home studies. You go there once a week, and somehow I still managed to get kicked out of there. So then the last option was Amelia. And I mean, they were like, well, it's either Amelia or you go to Poly or Van Nuys. And I'm like, yeah, no, I won't. That can't happen, you know? So I went to Amelia, and it was an experience. Like, Miss Cunningham, that teacher, she saved my life. I always say it. Like, she really helped me. She worked with me. I feel like every other school and every teacher, like, the system just tells. I had a counselor tell me, oh, you're not going to make it. You're not going to do much with your life. Like, straight out tell me.
Right.
You know? And this lady was like, you know what? You got to work your ass off, but you can graduate on stage.
She saw it.
And she saw it. And it was crazy because, you know, in school, it's like you have this crazy schedule and, like, I don't know. That shit gives me.
Well,
I think wasn't for me.
I think also, I mean, there is some teachers that are just straight assholes or whatnot. But I think sometimes, like when you're in a high school setting, there's just so many students that they just don't have the time to mess with Lorena, this vato, this vato. And when you go to continuation school, they're kind of used.
It's a small group too.
It's a small group.
And it was crazy because you have different hoods there, you know? So it was like pretty intense, but they just managed so well, like, to work with us.
Right.
And not only that, but that's when I first kind of learned about like personal development and expressing yourself. Because growing up, you're taught, ¿quieres llorar de verdad? Like, you're taught to not cry,
yes.
You know? So you suppress all these emotions and then they wonder why we're so angry.
Yeah. And our conflict resolution is let's fight.
Literally.
Right?
No words, just swing.
Now, you came from the generation soon after, like, my generation, or once let's say, my generation kind of started retiring, and there was a lot of homies back then. But, I mean, now that it's, 20 years almost for you, right? How many of those people are still really around?
Honestly, that's really what did it for me, where I was like, I got to do something. I didn't have to have kids to change my life. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I just saw things. Not only that, I was a heavy user, and I was seeing people turn on each other over.
And when you're saying
drugs.
using, what are you doing?
Oh, everything in the book. Everything.
Just getting high, everything.
Oh my God, everything. It was really bad. You know, I would disappear for days, weeks, months, like
on a sick one.
On a great one.
Wow. Yeah.
You know? And that was really between 14 and 21. And I just started seeing people drop, and I feel like the good ones were locked up, getting killed,
Right.
you know, or getting smoked out.
Yeah,
and
for
at
sure.
that point, I was just like, it's so different now. Like, it was like a culture we had before. And now it's just like everyone turning on each other. You can't even trust your own people that you were willing to,
Die for, yeah. You'll
die
or go
for.
to prison for.
Literally,
Straight
like
up.
for real, you know? And like, I had so much heart. Like, I'm really loyal, you know? That's one thing I have. So that was hard on me because people were turning on me over some dumb shit. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I got to get my shit together. So from one day to another, I was like, okay, I got to get clean. That's when I started hiking. That's how I started my journey, hiking, hitting Runyon Canyon.
And you just started like...
The thing about me, though, because my dad was a bodybuilder, so growing up, even when I was on a good one, like I didn't miss the mile run at PE. Like it was very rare. I mean, I was throwing signs to the people on the bleachers, but I was going to get my mile in, you know?
You were giving it up every time.
Every time. So I always had that in me. But once I decided to get clean, like I really got into it, and that just changed my life. Like just working out and being around people that want to see you get better.
That became your new high.
Literally, it really did.
And how did you go from that to like, I mean, you're making a career out of this.
Right.
Literally. So how long did it take for you, like once you turned 21, 22, and you started saying, you know what, I need to walk away from the hood?
You know what it was? It's like, even though I chose to like get clean at 21, I was like 19, relapse, 21, relapse. It really was at like 23, 24 where I was like, okay, I really need to completely change my circle. Because I was, you know, I thought I could have this balance of like,
one foot in, one
you
foot
know,
out.
still, you know, trapping a little bit here and there,
Yeah.
but also helping people get healthy. So here I am living these two lives, and no one has no idea. Instagram had just started, you know, people have no idea. They just see me as this super innocent Coach Lo, you know, and it's like crazy. It's a crazy balance. But after a while, I was like, what am I doing? Like, this is too much, you know? So it took a while. I did this part-time for a while. I had jobs in between. And then I had my daughter, and that was like it. That's when I was like, I got to go full-time.
How was your relationship with your brothers and your mom and dad, especially while you were really into the gang life?
My little brother was always my ride or die, no matter what, you know, like
What's his
sneaking
name?
out.
What's his name? Jonathan?
No, guess. Just fucking guess. Just take a guess.
Steve, I don't know.
The most Salvi, Vladimir.
Oh, no, Vladimir's Russian.
I know, but Salvis be naming their kids these crazy names.
I'm telling you, they're hip on game. Vladimir.
Vladimir. Yeah, and my dad's voice is so scary.
That's a good one.
You know what? Well, my dad, it was since I was like 9. It was just bumping heads. And like, not only that, but his idea of discipline was like equal for the boys and the girl. You know what I mean? So it was really intense. So we always had that like rage, like this intensity between us. My mom was my everything. I feel like if I didn't have her, I wouldn't be here right now. Like for real. Because she just didn't judge me. She just kind of would be like, do you need help? Can I just drop you off to rehab? Like, what do you need me to do? You know what I mean? Loving.
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes I'd be like just so spun out, and she would just try to calm me down and talk to me still. Like, it was crazy. And my older brother, he was a little intense, you know. He's the goody two shoes. So he just, like he says now, you know, I just prayed for you.
Yeah, but look at you now. You on the American Cholo podcast. Tell him, carnal.
Yes, man, we doing big things. It's funny too, because my mom's like, I always saw it in you though. Like, I always knew you were gonna be independent. Yeah, like I saw it in you, you know. And it's funny because even growing up, like, you know, I'd be on the bus a lot on the red line, and the señoras would tell my mom, like, no tiene miedo, like, you're not scared that she's on the bus. And she was like, I'm more scared for the boys. Lorena le arranca la oreja a nadie. Like, she was not worried about me, you know? So we had that bond. Like, she just knew me. So I feel like that's really that's one of the reasons I chose to get sober too, because I hate her look, you know. Every time I come back home, like, she just looked, oh my God. And I was like, I can't keep doing this shit to her, you know? So shout out to my mama. She's the best.
Sure,
she's my bestie.
Man, for sure. But I think also with your dad, even though he was tough, because I'm a father, you know, so I know the feeling. I think it's a real good balance. I mean, he probably shouldn't have been as tough as he was, but then again, you grew up in the streets, so it kind of helped you. I think it was a fine balance, because a lot of times when you have both parents that are that soft and caring, a lot of people that are on drugs will take full advantage of it.
Exactly.
Right?
No, I think you know, in the long run, it helped me too, because like he was super strict when it came to guys too. Like, nobody could come to the house, no sleepovers, none of that existed.
Who's gonna have sleepovers with your daughter?
Oh no, or me going
sleepover.
anywhere. Like, yeah, no, that didn't exist. You know, so Yeah, no, some parents, some dads will be like, yeah, she want to sleep over her boyfriend's house. Like that was non-existent at my house. And, you know, I hear some horror stories. Like I never went through anything crazy like that. And I give thanks to him because I'm like, he didn't play that shit like at all. You know, and and if I did have a potential boyfriend, he'll have them come over. He'll let him know I got the 9mm in the back, just so you know, don't hurt my daughter. Like I'm dead ass serious. Like that's my dad all the way. So, you know, it's crazy. It was intense. And even though it took me 26 years to like be able to accept that and just be cool with him, and when he talks his shit, just let it slide.
How are you guys now?
We're cool. We're cool. Like we have our moments, you know.
We all do.
Yeah, of course, because he didn't change. You know what I mean? I changed.
That's a good one. Yeah.
So I just learned to deal with his intensity, you know. But yeah, it's always testing. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that's where you get some of your energy from.
For sure. My mom says it all the time. Igualita, papa. Like.
And that's usually why you guys don't get along sometimes or bump heads.
Yeah.
You guys are the
We're
same.
so alike.
So
very true.
So you're hiking. You're doing your thing. When does it really start taking off for you where it becomes a passion for you?
Boxing. I started boxing, and that was just it. That was the game changer. Like that release, I feel like it's therapy, you know? And that's when I was like, I want to do this. Like I want to help people. You know, and my nutrition program, being on my products, following a simple plan. Like it was simple. And that's what I liked about it. I'm like, I don't have to do these crazy meal preps and these crazy juices and blend all kinds of crap. Easy, simple. It was cleansed me out. Like I used to smoke a pack every 2 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And then once I did a detox, like 21 days, and the doctor, the specific like nutritionist was like, nah, you need to do 42 days. You need to double up. So 42 days of this intense detox, couldn't even smell a cigarette, you know? So all those little things, I'm like, okay, you know what? If I can do this with the habits I had, like I can help other people do the same, you know? And I can show people that doesn't matter, you know, where you come from, your past does not determine your future. That's really what it is.
For sure.
You know?
For sure. Now, people, as soon as I put the Your Nutrition, I saw it in the comment section. And even that guy there, Chris, tells me, is she a vegan?
Ay, Dios.
Dude,
Vale madre.
as soon as people hear that you're a nutritionist and you're like a health guru type person, they automatically think you're a vegan. So the question is, are you a vegan?
Not at all. So I actually was for 6 months. My mom was like, pareces conejos. Like, nobody approved of this, okay? Like, nobody. But you know what it is? It's like social media, you're pushed like these ideas and agendas, you know what I mean? And like, it was a trend. So I was like, let me give it a try. You know, I also did like suffer from like eczema, which I already took care of that, thank God. But I suffered from eczema like most of my life. And I was told that, you know, being vegan would help. And it, you know, the thing is everyone's body is different, you know, and that's what I tell people, like, try, like, find what works for you and stick to it, you know, but you can't just go based off one person's opinion. You got to try things for yourself. You know, so I tried it, and after 6 months, I was just not okay. And then I found out I was pregnant, and I'm like, you know what? I felt sick. I felt sick. The moment I had chicken, I stopped getting sick.
Oh, you started eating.
Yeah.
El pollo. You gotta eat the pollo, right?
I literally sent my baby daddy like at 1 a.m. like to the taco truck. I'm gonna need you to get me a chicken quesadilla. And that was it. Like I felt good after that, you know?
Yeah, that thing, yeah, we're meant to eat meat.
The thing, you know what it is? It's everything's so processed now. So it's just knowing where you get it from.
Right.
Because, I mean, you can just go to the store and get what's on sale, but they could just paint it red. That's the scary thing nowadays.
I see that. That's crazy.
It's scary, you know? My dad don't play that because he had high cholesterol, high blood pressure, pre-diabetic. We got him on a nutrition plan. He went from 9 medications to 1.
Oh, nice.
Which is amazing.
Right.
And he's super stubborn. He just wants plátano frito, huevo frito, everything fried in the morning, you know?
Chicharrón.
Oh, my God. So it's like, it was hard, for years to even get him on a program. But it's crazy because now he gets like his quality meats. You know, you can order them. I mean, it's expensive, but it's like, if you want to look and feel good, you got to put quality stuff in your body.
Absolutely.
That's really what it comes down to.
But the thing also is that quality food is expensive.
It is.
It's very expensive.
Well, compared to what though?
Compared to this, like when I was pre-diabetic
Mm-hmm.
and they told me pretty much you got so much time to lose weight or I'm gonna put you on the needle, right? I gave up all the junk food. I gave up all that food, and then I noticed when they actually had a meal in McDonald's, which was egg white delight, it would cost like almost $6. Where you can get the whole meal of junk food for like maybe $3 or $4.
But that's I hate to even get into conspiracies, but that's the goal. Why do you think there's fast food in every corner in Latino and minority
of
communities?
course, yeah.
You know, it's
But I'm saying, so to eat healthy a lot of times is expensive, and
Right.
it's so much cheaper to go buy 2 tacos for 99 cents at Jack in the Box or Jack in the Crack.
trust me, I know.
Right?
That was my thing back in the day.
And it's very addicting.
Yeah,
That
all the
junk food is
additives
very
and shit that they put in it.
right?
Of course, it literally stays in your body and you crave it. That's why the detox is so important. Detoxing your body every 4 to 6 months.
Yeah, there is a what's the name going on in the Cholo community, man. It's a disease. It's the chub disease. This is 2022 is the year of the fattest cholos ever, because you see the music videos, you see the pictures. The homie,
you're right.
The homie from Van Nuys, Ricky, posted a picture last Thursday. I said, "Damn, this when the homies were fit." Now you see pictures
It's
that
crazy.
I don't know what's going on.
I got some work to do. I ain't done here.
Yeah, you got to say the fat cholo community,
Yeah.
man. It's listen, we've always had the big guys,
Right.
But now, no, there is no like
The ratio is like completely off.
yes, big time, dude, big
Like,
time.
how are y'all fighting or doing anything?
Well, that's why so many people are getting shot and killed. Nobody wants to fight no more. They ain't got no win. I'm too fat. I'll shoot you.
And that's the annoying thing too. Like, just how things have changed
I'm
like
gonna
that
have
too.
I'm gonna
It's
have
so
the
annoying.
chub community outside my house picketing tomorrow.
Hey, I'll be right here getting ready to get everybody right.
You know what? It's sad though, and I think it is a little bit true that the reason so many homies are out of shape is because there's no weights in jail.
But your body weight is all you need sometimes. I mean, I've seen some homies come out looking mighty fine.
There is a few, but like me, I never really liked that calisthenics. I like the free weights.
You like the weights.
I love the weight. When I was in jail, that's what it was. I love the weights.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But now it seems they started taking that away, and now it's just like guys get out of prison. You think, oh, this was you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like all the burpees didn't.
Well, that's another thing. I see all the burpee people. I'm like, that's what burpee does. I don't want. But really, what it is
Oh
what you eat, right?
Yes.
Because you can work out all. Because I see people videos. I'm like, well, if you're gonna work out and then go drink a bunch of beers and eat the tacos,
Yeah, no, especially like I feel like after a certain age, because when I was 19, I could like run the canyon and have a bag of hot Cheetos before that. You know what I mean? But like I'm going on 33 and I see the huge difference. Like it really is 70% what we eat.
absolutely.
You know, and the rest is exercise.
Absolutely.
And 100% mindset.
And 100% mindset.
You gotta want it.
So somebody comes into one of your sessions, or they get you on Instagram and they say, "Hey, Lorraine, I'm 30 pounds overweight. Let's say I'm 30 pounds overweight. I'm 35, 40 years old. How can you help me?"
Well, number one, I do like to know the person's goals. You know, I think over everything, like that's number one. Like, what are your needs? Because I have products and programs for everything: to burn fat, to gain muscle, for digestive health, for energy. So I need to know, like, what really are your needs? Like, you can be comfortable and be open with me, you know? So the needs, 30 pounds. Most people lean onto the weight, but I'm like, what's really going on though? Do you sleep well? Are you regular? You know, like these things are important.
Jeans won't fit me. Damn it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
See, and that's
the problem.
And that's good to know. So number one, we get on. Yeah, it's getting them on a nutrition plan. That's simple. 3 to 5 meals a day, depending on the goal, right? And then of course I give them a workout plan.
Now, when you say a nutrition plan, what exactly does that mean? Do you actually give them the food? You tell them what to eat?
No, so I have my products, which is the Herbalife Nutrition, and then we do the meals around that. So I don't give them the meals, but I do give you a meal plan to follow, recipes. The menus. And you know what's really done it though, especially during lockdown, is really when my business grew, is Zoom workouts, because not everyone's comfortable going to the gym,
right?
Or not everyone's going to read the workout I give them and know what to do, and they really probably don't want to go on YouTube to YouTube the workouts, you know? So we do these Zoom workouts, and then the accountability group chat, which to me is everything, because on there we have the clients sending their meals, we have coaches in there sending motivational videos, or just reminders like, make sure you don't skip your shake today, or your fat burning tea, or drink your water, you know, who's hopping on the Zoom workout. So I feel like that accountability is really what's built the community, like not just local at our shop, but really the online community.
Yeah, that gives you some support, right?
Yeah, it sucks doing it alone. I think so.
No, it absolutely does. Now, do you have like some major success stories where you see them after you're like, man, look at this person looks?
Oh my God, yes. Oh God, I wish I could just pull up those pictures. You know, because like the before and after, because the way we do online challenges, right? So the way we do that is you send your before picture, and then when the challenge is over, you send your after.
Right.
And my job is to put them together and then show you like, look what you did. You know, because pictures don't lie. Like you don't want to go based off the scale. I feel like it's the biggest mistake people do. They weigh themselves every day. Muscle weighs more than fat. So if you're working out and building muscle, that's going to fluctuate.
For sure.
You want to focus on your pictures, take progress pictures. I do have 2 scales at the shop. We just opened one in San Fernando that checks body fat and muscle percentage. So I think that's important too, you know?
Of course.
So
now tell me about what are the tough things that you have given up that you still struggle to today?
micheladas.
the famous michis.
The famous michis.
Oh,
no,
geez.
listen, I'm a big believer of everything in balance. You know, like I'm 420 friendly. Again, like as a Latina, it's like you're going to sit down and have a beer with your dad. It's just normal, you know? So that's always been like, I don't want to say a struggle because I can stop if I want to. But when I know what I want to achieve, like the level 10 results I want to have, I know what I have to do, you know? So to me, it's just really that. And just staying consistent, you know, staying consistent on a plan. I always go back to mindset. It really is your mind, you know, like somebody could tell you can do this. Like I always tell my clients, I could tell you can do this, you got this. But if you don't believe it yourself, it really don't. You're eventually going to fall off, you know? So
isn't that also like willpower? Because that's what I see. A lot of people just don't have that willpower.
They don't, but a lot of it has to do with what you're around, or do the people that you hang out with support you? Like, you know, are they making fun of you because you're on this journey, or are they supporting you?
That happens a lot. That happens.
Especially in our community.
I remember when I first, because now like at work, I eat salads, right? Most of the time. 90% of the times I eat salads for lunch.
You got some protein in there, right?
I drink a protein shake in the morning. That's my first breakfast, and we take our break around 10:30 or about 10 o'clock. I eat a salad, right? And when I first started doing that, everybody was like, the hell, you eating a salad? What are you, a rabbit?
Right, yeah.
And then after a while, but before that, like especially in construction, I'm going to the lunch truck. I'm getting a burrito with some chips, with a big soda, and I'm not counting calories. I'm not thinking about and then the next break comes in, you get yourself, you know, and it starts adding up. And I think that's what happens a lot of times to us. We get comfortable with the food, and then
the routine.
The routine, right? You get yourself in a bad routine.
Yeah.
So how do we kind of start shaking that off, huh?
Well, one, get clear on what it is you want, you know, what it is you want. And I'm a big believer of pen and paper. You know, people are so on their phones now, like, no, write down your goal. What do you want to achieve? And then figure it out. Like, find your flow, start moving your body. Like I always tell people, you don't have to start like doing these crazy workouts, you know,
right.
Just start walking, start, you know, being around communities of people that also have similar goals, you know, and your nutrition, like you're doing the shakes, you're doing it's willpower. Like you said, it's just wanting it bad. Like, and unfortunately, most people wait till the doctor tells them like, you're a walking bomb.
Yeah, that's what
high cholesterol. You know, I feel like that's most of us, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so too.
But you know, like, why wait for that? You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, just start now, especially if you're like, you know, coming out of the 20s and going into the 30s, like start now.
Yeah, because, and I see that too a lot of times, people that are young think their body metabolism,
So annoying.
And it's gonna get, and as they get older, they're going.
Watch out.
Another thing we have I think a problem with is I think we're looking for results like this.
Oh my God, that's another one. I don't want to get into the.
No,
I'm gonna be nice.
I'm
gonna be nice.
No, you're not gonna be nice. You're at the Cholos podcast. Damn
You know what it is? People are just, you know, the surgeries and these crazy pills and these crazy diets and starving. I'm not for it. You know, the media has pushed this idea of what perfect looks. And it's so fucking annoying because it's like, work for that shit. Like, build the stamina, build the endurance, work for it. You know, like, give yourself the time. Like, I always tell people, think of this. How long did it take you to get to where you're at? So why not give yourself 90 days, a year to see results, 2 years? Give yourself, you deserve it. It's your temple, you know?
Yeah, and too many people don't.
They want some fast thing, like something fast.
Well, what they want to do is they want to go to Tijuana and pay 5 racks for a butt, 2-3 grand for some lipo, 5 racks for boobs and some lips. That's almost.
And you know what? Listen, I used to post a lot against it, but I started to see women like that I loved and cared about started getting work done. So I kind of took a step back because I'm
You're
like,
getting heat from the.
I was,
from
which
the-
I don't
from
care
the
for the heat.
Buchona community.
I can handle the heat. That's not an issue. It was just at the same time I'm like, I do want to empower people, and at this point I can't stop them. Like this is what's being like pushed heavy.
Kardashians, baby.
Gas.
The Kardashians, straight up. They're the ones that made that, and now they're taking their booties out.
Isn't that funny? And watch everybody start doing the same shit. Like what?
Flat butts are back. all the Buchonas are gonna be like, "What the hell? What you mean? I got this big old butt over here, man. What the fuck?" But
What am I supposed to do now?
But you know that's how it works. It's a trend.
It's crazy to me.
It's a trend.
You know, but
the ones I can't stand, Lorena. Listen, there's some girls who have fake butts that it looks good. The ones that have the little patitas like this,
I know.
and they got these two big old sacks of potatoes over here. What? I'm sure you
Like,
know some people like that. Do you not?
yeah, and I'm just like, who? Like, do
You
you,
guys don't
really
talk to
look
each
in the
other
mirror?
like that? Like you won't tell a girl like if my boy comes in and he's got these big old fake like chest implants, I'll be like, "Hey, bro, those look like." I'll tell him.
You know what
something.
it is? I'm very straightforward. Probably the same reason why I have the same best friend, because she's just as like, I have a really strong masculine energy, and I don't even want to get into that either. But it's hard for me to deal with a lot of women because they're so fucking sensitive. You tell them something and they take it the wrong way, or you're hating. No, I'm telling you the truth as a friend.
Yeah, I don't
like
wanna hear that.
this, they don't want to hear it.
I don't hear that.
They don't want to hear it. I'm just like, all right, well, I guess I'll just be the bad guy. You know.
Yeah, but I blame it on the Kim K's of the world, the Caitlyn Jenner. You look at Caitlyn's pictures from when she was young, and how she looks now after all the surgeries. Like, she was a goofy looking white girl.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. Like, you know, and they use other cultures and try to be that. You know what I mean? It's like, no, that's not who you are. Like, when you have kids, it'll show right there, and that's fucked up because you're fooling these men out here.
Yeah, well, yeah. When you have kids, like, damn, that baby ugly. Like, well, that's, not that they have beautiful babies. You know what I mean? I'll be like, that baby.
No, there's some ugly babies.
But it's true. There's some that get so much surgery that when the babies come out, like, what in the hell?
Like, hold on, you didn't look like this.
Oh, well, let me show you a baby picture. Like, oh, geez.
You know, and then a lot of these girls will go and scroll down and like erase a lot of their old pictures because that's crazy to me.
You're exposing game right now.
Yeah.
You're exposing game.
Like, why are you doing that? Like, some of us have known you before all that extra
Because
work.
they don't want nobody to know. It's like the TikTok. They're going to know. They're not going to know.
And like, I'm big on like, I don't want to say you don't love yourself, you know, but it's like, if you're faking the funk like that, like, how is your persona? Like,
Well, a lot of times it's just they want attention. It doesn't matter what attention they're getting. They want, like I said, some of those fake butts are like, oh my God, what are you?
it's just not attractive.
No, well, I guess there's some freakazoids that like it. But when I see the little, like I said, the little...
Patitas.
Yeah, they look like those lambs. I don't know, they're like sheep. You know, you see them on Instagram. They got these big old butts about this big. And they, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. No, and there was, like, some of them are even... I actually read about this, and it's crazy because the media won't push this out. They'll actually try to silence it. How their knees start buckling. Because...
I didn't think about that.
Oh, my God. I'm trying to be... Oh, my God. Sorry,
these
girls.
weren't
I love
made for
y'all.
that.
I swear, ladies, I love you guys.
Oh, the Buchona community is going to come after you.
Yeah, they're about to come for me. I'm here for it, though. I'm just being honest.
Buckly knees, bad backs. You got all kind of stuff going on.
Like I feel like a lot of people aren't even thinking long term. You know what I mean? And that's really the thing. Like, people don't think like how you're gonna look and feel.
We haven't seen the results of plastic surgery yet until the next maybe 20
Asses are gonna drop.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Ay,
in the next 20 years, you're gonna start seeing all these things, and they'll be like that Instagram post where you see that old lady, and they're like, "This is how you're gonna look." And when you're a grandma, and they are. Imagine how these women are gonna look.
Oh my God, scary.
Yeah, they'll probably have some kind of surgery for that. Hey, Chris, let me get the phone real quick because I'm pretty sure some people are going to tap in, ask for some health advice. If you're looking for love, Lorena's taken. Please don't ask. Trust me, we got some dirtbags in the building. Yeah.
I'm a mama first.
There
That's it. I'm a mama
there
first.
you go. Yeah, I'll be your stepdaddy. You already. Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what?
Yeah.
When I was pregnant, I had people at the gas station tell me that men are sick, yo. Like,
There's many, yes.
be your stepdaddy. Like, girl, I haven't even had the baby yet. Like, fuck.
Man, that's what they do. Hold on. Hey, Chris, put the number up there real quick. Oh man, let me take this thing down. Let me see. And we're gonna get the phone calls jumping in.
I know people loving that pen though. Where can we purchase?
I actually got some more. I'll give you some more.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll connect right now, Chris. Yeah, I got some more, and I'll give you the link to where you can actually order them from. He's a guy out of I want to say Silmar,
Oh, nice.
and no, he actually gave me a bunch of those, which is love. Give me a second here, Chris. We're gonna get it on right now. All right, my Bluetooth is on. And Roadcaster Pro. So what's your typical week consist of as far as work, training? How do you fit it in? Because a lot of times that's one problem a lot of people have because they just don't have time, even though I think they do. But
You know what? I just look at it like we all have the same 24 hours, and even a 20-minute workout gets your heart rate pumping, and that matters. That matters because when I have a kid and work for a while. I was working from home before I opened up this shop. And working from home, people think it's easy, but you still got to cook, clean, cater to a child.
Well, you don't got to cook, clean. If you're a good woman, you do. If you're a lazy ass, you do.
I guess. But it's like doing that and then still finding the time to do your workouts and your business, It's like when you're your own boss, your agenda is your boss. So that's really my mindset. Like, and even if you're not, let's just not even get into like being a business owner, more just the fitness life. Like, write it down, like make it a priority. They say when you're planning out your day, which I like to do that the night before, you're planning out your day, like whatever it is you don't want to do, but is important, do that first. Knock it out, So I feel like that's the best time to do your workout. Not only that, it'll give you energy throughout the day.
For sure. For sure.
And if you really only got 20 minutes, there's incredible 20-minute YouTube videes, like really good ones. No equipment needed.
And you feel great afterwards.
You feel so good.
Right?
I think like in the moment you're talking shit,
I think that's one of the hardest things is just to get going.
Yeah. It's just a mindset hack. I just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up and go.
That's right. So talk to me about your store, your shop. What you guys got going on?
So we just opened up like 4 or 5 months ago. We have like the healthy shakes. We have energy teas. We do wellness evaluations. Like I mentioned, those scales to check body fat, BMI, muscle percentage, all that good stuff. And then of course we have the workouts as well. So we have the workouts for the community. And
what's that? The workouts for the community?
The workouts is pretty cool. So we do group workouts, and like we don't use much equipment. We can depending on the day. Like if it's an upper body day, we're gonna use the weights. We're there to watch and teach you and make sure you're doing it right because we don't want you to get hurt. We have like a core day where we just hit core, hit day, which is just like high intensity, or leg day. So we switch it up, and it's all skill levels. Like we make sure everyone feels welcome.
How big are the classes?
How big? Oh, right. Well, we just started. So they range anywhere between like 2, 8. It really depends on the day. I think also what's really working for us still is the Zoom workout. Some people would still rather do that than come into a community. So we have that while we're doing the workout at the shop. We do have the Zoom open for the community.
Oh.
Yeah, because we do have non-locals too.
Now, how many people can you actually, let's say, facilitate in that shop?
It's 5 coaches. It's 5 of us. Okay. And it's pretty cool because my mom is one of them.
Oh, dope. Mama's in on this.
She's the best.
That's
if up. She just turned 60, and the lady, you wouldn't even believe it. She looks amazing. She's really the one that got us all into the nutrition, So she's there, and then my amazing team, like without them. And that's really the thing, is having a team of people that have the vision and see what you see and really want to create that positive impact in the community. So
now, how many people can actually, let's say, if you guys were maxed out, do you guys do the workouts outside? Or you guys do them inside?
Yeah. So we even have an outdoor workout at El Carrizo Park every Saturday. That one's free.
Well, there you go.
So we do a free one every Saturday, 9 a.m. And again, it's like battle ropes. All skill levels welcome, though. Like we help you out. We guide you along the way. And it's usually there. We leave one at the shop. One coach is making the shakes and whatnot. And then we have about 3 to 4 coaches at the park.
And El Carrizo Park, that's in San Fernando, right?
East Silmar. Yeah, well, we're borderline. Like the shop's literally on Glen Oaks and Hubbard.
Okay.
So down Hubbard and El Carrizo's right there.
That's right.
We also hit the hike, the veterans hike.
So what's one of the biggest lessons that you didn't know going into being business for yourself that you're kind of finding out the hard way, if any?
You know what? The hardest thing for me was building a team, because that's really where it's at. Like dealing with different personalities.
Of course.
Is next level. So yeah, it is, and especially because when everyone's passionate, like, it's easy to like take things the wrong way, but it's just understanding that everything's coming from a good place. So building a team was something, and really just like doing my personal development, like my audios and like the spiritual work. I feel like that's what I was lacking for a while. Personal development is where it's at though. Like starting my day with just like positive audios, listening to people who already paved the way, successful people. That's really what kept me right, even on days, because entrepreneurship is like this, you know? So you got to just be built for this shit. And what gives you the strength is the mindset. So that's how I always say it's like 80% nutrition, 20% exercise, but 100% mindset. Like that's what's going to keep you going in anything you want in life.
But you're paying that forward as well because, I mean, on your Instagram, it's a lot of motivational stuff, right?
Yeah. You know, some people are like, oh, I thought I was going to see more like workout videos. I'm like read the captions.
Right.
Like I really focus on that, like the motivational part and doing the inner work. Cause I feel like that's what's going to give you the clarity on what it is you truly want to achieve, you know, your purpose and whatnot.
Well, if you want to see it, go to the shop. Go to the Zoom.
Exactly. Definitely.
This is just the precursor to let you know what we're doing, right?
Exactly. Definitely.
So, oh no. Oh, we got a phone call. Let's see what we got. Dun-dun. Charlene, make sure to turn the audio in the back off, please. There we go. We got it through. Yeah, let it through, Chris. Charlene, what's going on?
Hello. What's up? I'm here at Feel Up Nutrition.
Hey, that's my spot.
What's up? You know, it's the best place ever over here.
Yes.
It's so bomb. Everybody
you.
come through.
Thank you, girl. I appreciate you so much. That's one of my most loyal ones, I swear.
That's what's up. Bro.
And her results are crazy. We've been boxing for what now? A year or two? She's a beast.
It's going to be 2.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's going to be 2 in October, yeah?
Now, she's one of the clients there?
She is.
So, how is it being trained by Lorraine or her people? How was it from the beginning? How is it now? Since you've been there for 2 years, obviously something's going right.
Well, I met her actually before that, but a lot of things happened in between, like in both of our lives. And I think I started just being more consistent with her since quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been really cool. It really, honestly, it just becomes like a family with everybody here. Like, you can feel everybody's love and everybody's trying to just see you be better. And, well, everybody wants to see everybody be better. And, you know, what's better than that?
So you would definitely recommend it?
Yeah, of course.
There you go. So how many free sessions is Lorraine giving you for this phone call now? No, I'm playing with you.
No, actually, Melinda, I'm watching the live with Melinda, and I'm like, what's this number? She's like, I dare you to call her. I'm like,
oh my God, I love you. I appreciate you, girl.
Thank you for the phone call. We appreciate it.
Love you too.
That's what's up. There you go. She got to call in. So
I know,
are they
so
calling?
cool.
Are they calling from your place right now?
Yeah, they're there right now.
So they're out there getting it right now.
They are. That's so cool.
We're here. We're doing it. We got Lorraine in the building, man. So where do you what's your vision for your business and where you want to take this?
I want to see my people win. If they win, we all win.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's really what it takes. And it's like, I just want to become a better version of me so I could better serve the people and also attract people that want to do the same thing. You know what I mean? And just expand. Like, we just opened up another shop. Shout out to my girls out in Lancaster. That just opened up a couple weeks ago.
That's what's up, man.
So,
That's dope.
you know, and the goal is to eventually have one like on Ventura Boulevard. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Once you get south of the boulevard, all of a sudden I'm calling Lorraine. Oh, who? No, I'm busy. That's just how the bit. Hey, I almost bumped you, so.
Oh my God! No, stay humble, friend. Stay humble, because life will humble you.
Oh, hey, for real though. For real.
Man.
Yeah, life will definitely humble you, man. But this is great, man. Especially, man, you from the hood, man. So
Crazy, right?
you were watching this crazy channel, American Cholo.
I was like, I agree with him on a lot of things.
And then how did you end up figuring out we from the hood? Man?
Well, the homie was like, yo, like, I told the homie about you. Like, you should go do an interview. Like, you know, just because he was there during some occasions. And he's like, bro, you were fucking crazy. Like, and look at you now. Like, you know, like, you got to go on there. And then the other homie, too, Minor, was like, oh, yeah, you got to go. Like, you got to do this.
Yeah.
So, shout out to them.
Yeah, he told me, this was over a year ago, so easily, no?
Rooster did, for
Right?
sure. Yeah.
Rooster, get at me. Send me a little kid. Because you know he's watching.
It's my guy. He's a
Yeah,
real one.
so me and Rue are having lunch, and you know we always chop it up, and then said, hey, dude, you gotta fucking interview the homegirl. I said, who? And I'm thinking, man, I don't want to know that one from TikTok. I'm like, nah, I'm good. He's like, no, dude, she's a fitness. I look, I said, oh shit, all right. That's when I hit you up, and I was like, all right. I usually hit people up, then
Life happened.
Yeah, life happened. Then Minor came over. He was doing some work over here, and I said, you know what? It's a perfect time right now. And I'm glad you came on, man. This is real good stuff. It's some life changing stuff.
Definitely.
And I'm sure your family's very proud of you. The people that work with you, your clients seem to love you, and I could see you doing big things, man.
Thank you. That means a lot. I really appreciate that.
As far as do you work with any celebrities right now?
You know what? Right now I don't. I did at some point. That was pretty cool. We actually had a hike group back in the day, with Game. So that was pretty cool. That really brought a lot of clientele, a lot of engagement through social media. But right now I'm really just with the community. That's it.
I'm down with that. So let people know where they can find you, where your gram is at, the whole shebang. Plug it all, man.
Plug in. You guys follow Fuel Up Nutrition on Instagram and LorenaMichelle.la.
Hey,
Caller, who's this?
Edwin.
Go ahead, talk to us.
Hey, just wanted to say, hey, it's beautiful to see a Latina come from a background,
Absolutely, man.
and really make a change. It's inspiring, it's motivational, and to go and turn around and use that energy to do something positive.
For sure. They're loving you.
Thank you. You're the best. I appreciate that very much. Very, very much. It's been a journey.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate that phone call, my man.
He's a real one.
That's right. We had another one coming in there real quick. So let the other one come in right now. They'll come in.
I'm like super blushing now. Woo! Got hot in here.
How does it feel to get that love? How does it feel now to get the attention? Because back when you were a young lady, you were getting the attention for all the wrong reasons.
Oh man, it's crazy. I remember it just came to me. One of my homies told me. I remember I pulled up to school in like a pro club and sweats, and he was like, "Damn, you'd be a 10 if you just dressed like a girl." And I don't know how I just went back to that. That's so funny. It feels good, it feels good. Like, one thing about me is like, I always tell myself, don't do things for recognition, because when you just work with pure intentions, it's just gonna, it just comes out of, like, it just comes naturally. So, but I'm grateful for it all. I really, because it does remind me like why to keep going, because this shit's not easy.
No,
you know what I mean?
Not, absolutely
so
not.
I feel like my fans, oh my God, my friends, my loved ones, my clients, and fans, like social media fans, like really remind me like, okay, you know what, Lo, like, especially because I be hard on myself sometimes. So it's like, okay, you know what, you've came a long way. Like, you might not be where you want to be, but you're on that way. So
absolutely. Caller, who's this? Okay, good. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Hi, Joe.
Yes, I had a question for your guest. What does she think about like fasting and intermittent fasting for detoxing?
You know what? I personally have not done that, but I know people that do, and it's worked really good for them. I think it really just depends. Like, give it a shot. Go for it. I have nothing against the fasting. I think that's pretty good. Now, if you feel like you're going to pass out, then maybe it's not for you.
Right.
Because I've heard those, that too. But fasting is definitely a good detox. So go for it. Give it a shot. Definitely try that.
Yeah, because I've been doing it, and I actually did a 2-day fast, a water fast, and I was kind of feeling kind of weird towards the end. But I hear that happens, that it's either like you have a lot of toxic, I guess, in your fat.
Yeah,
so
I like to.
Because
go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying because once I think I forget if it's 12 hours or 16 hours, your body goes into, they call it ketosis. When
16.
Starts burning fat, and I guess it's all the toxic and from everything, the air and what we eat is stored in the fat. That's when you feel the side effects.
Right.
So,
no, definitely. I mean, the thing is too, I mean, you also get to know your body, because I do call it like a healing process. Like, I've had clients that tell me, like, they'll get on a program and they'll be like, oh, I felt like a headache and I don't know. And I said, if that's a good sign, it means it's flushing out your body. So yeah, no, I see what you mean. But again, like, if you're seeing the results you want, then stick to it, and if you feel good. But I always say, give yourself, you're starting a plan or starting like a new routine, like give it 30, 60, 90 days, we can't expect to see a result in a week. But yeah, keep it up. I love to hear it. It's cool.
So yeah, that's let the listeners know that to be careful with the fasting because like it just depends where someone's at.
Right.
What else? One more comment. What do you think about elimination diets? Also,
What do you mean? Like
I guess elimination diets when people, I guess they go 30. I think 30. Well, they all depend, but the average is 30 days where you just eat like chicken and some vegetables. You cut bread, rice, and beans.
I'm not big on that. I just feel like putting your body in a shock like that can just not be good at the end of the day. I don't know. I'm huge on, keeping it simple and enjoying meals. Like you don't just have to have salads. You don't just have to have brown rice and broccoli. Like have fun with it. It's really just keeping it simple. Have fun with it. Cause I feel like as for me, like once it starts to feel like a diet or like something intense, and it kind of becomes a dread, but you want it to be a lifestyle. You want to learn how to eat clean and it just become a lifestyle. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, my bad. I meant to say it's a temporary elimination diet, so not permanent. It's only 30 days.
Oh, okay.
To let your gut heal. Have you heard of leaky gut?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, I should have said that about.
It's okay.
30-day. Yeah, for leaky gut.
Well, I mean,
yeah, I think we all have. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. You think we all what? I'm sorry.
I think we all, especially us Americans, we all eat like a lot of GMO foods and whatnot.
Right.
So
no, that's true.
Major.
Mm-hmm.
That's very true. No, and that makes a lot of sense. Like just things with additives and all kinds of crap in it. So you're saying like a 30-day plan that's like just very minimal type of food, right? Yeah, I mean, if it works, I've never tried it. I personally don't know about it. So I really feel like I can't speak on it. But again, I just feel like people need to try different things and see what works for you. Really fill it out. If you see if you really feel good and if it helps with the leaky gut, because that's really the goal, right?
Yeah, and unfortunately, us as a Rasta, we eat like too much junk food, especially like tortillas and all that. Like you were saying, like from the loncheras. I mean, I'm not saying don't eat it by any stretch of the imagination, but you just gotta tone it down, I guess.
Yeah, balance. I'm huge on balance. Like I'm not. when I get a client, I'm like, okay, I do let them know like maybe you should pick between the rice and the tortillas, maybe not have both, which I know is really hard. But I don't like to make it extreme, where it's like a dread or it just starts little by little, getting your body used to it. Not only that, when you're giving your body nutrients, vitamins and minerals, like with time, you just on your own, like you don't even realize that you stop craving certain types of crap because you're cleansing yourself, you're giving your body nutrition. That's why I'm huge on supplementation, because unfortunately nowadays, a lot of even the healthy food is processed, so.
Oh, yeah. And because of, there's a lot of reasons, but I think one reason is fertilizers.
Of course.
Because, back then they used to grow with manure.
Right.
Now with industrial fertilizers, it's unnatural for food to grow that fast,
Exactly.
Doesn't give it enough time to get the nutrients.
Exactly. No, you got some knowledge. That's impressive.
Hey, brother. Thank you for the phone call, my man.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
When it comes to the, put some of the comments up there, Chris. When it comes to the fasting, I don't know about that. That's not a fad. Like,
you know what? Not really. I mean, you had people like Dr. Sebi and like major nutritionists from back in the day.
Yeah, but Dr. Sebi also said he can cure AIDS.
I think he was taken out for a reason.
I'm just keeping it real right here, man.
Hey, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. He was taken out for a reason.
Because I think that, this is the disclaimer. I'm not no expert, but I mean, to me, it's almost tougher to sit there and do something like that where you fast and that's putting your body to shock, no?
I mean, it is. Like I said, I unintentionally did it once.
Unintentionally?
Yeah, because I was just so busy. I had so much going on. I didn't even realize I didn't eat for 16 hours.
Oh, shit.
Like, it was crazy. I think it was longer. Like, I was just in this zone, completely sober too, okay? But, and I don't like how I felt, But then again, it's not something I did continuously. Now, I do have some clients that do it, and they incorporate my nutrition plan between that intermittent fasting, right. And it seems to be working for them. It's like your body gets used to it, but it's not my thing. So I can't really speak on it. I've never done it.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do the fancy thing. But also our menus are. I mean, we got some of the best food in the world as far as the taste and all that.
Oh my God.
Right? But
Yeah.
but it's very unhealthy food.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
I mean, is there any substitute for
I think there's ways to just even making your food, like the type of oil you use, how much seasoning, the sauce. I mean, if you're using like creamy sauces, cheeses, if you're overloading, cheese is the enemy of digestive health and your skin, and we put cheese on everything. So it's even just that, like cutting it down, you toning it down a bit, with things like that, like dairy, like unfortunately, I mean, I'm big on eggs. I'm not saying cut out eggs because I think we need them.
and the tortillas also
It's a tough one. I mean, I personally don't. It's very rare for me to eat them. But again, I just kind of program myself to do that because you grow up eating them. Queso fresco and black beans.
For sure, tortillas de harina with jeez, let's not even get into that.
I know.
My mom makes them by hand. My mom will make.
Where's your mom from?
Honduras.
Oh my God, stop.
Man, it's Central American Independence Day, man. What you talking about?
That's right.
Shit.
Oh, she gets down. Then,
Catracho
for sure.
power over here,
Oh
man.
my God, she gets down.
My mom will literally, I bullshit you not. She'll come in here right now. If they say she would come over, I tell her, Mom, I want some tortillas. She'll make them like in 15 minutes, dude.
Are you serious?
Right? She'll make
my
She'll
God.
get the shit. And I've gone to her house and told her, all right, Moms, show me how to make these. That way I know the plug.
Nah, huh?
Okay, so, you get some of this harina, you put the harina here.
No measurements.
No, dude, zero measurements. I'm at the end, I'm like, I told her last time, I'm going to videotape you. That's
the only way.
I need to videotape you, and after that, be like this, dude. But in 15 minutes, literally, you have a tortilla hecho mano
incredible.
on there with the beans and everything, dude.
And that's the thing, though, and I'm like, again, I always go back to balance. Like, if you had 8 and una sentada, then have 2. You know what I mean? Like, just little by little. You don't want to, like,
But that's like only drinking one michi. It's very difficult, dude.
It's very difficult. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm doing this 30-day no alcohol thing, and I had someone message me, like, so do you, like, have a problem? I'm like, no, it's not that I have a problem. It's just, I go to lunch, I have a michi, at home I'll make a michi. It's just something that was becoming just too much of, like, an everyday, not even everyday, but, like, easy to.
Well, when they come to the gym, they say, Lorena, we're going to box it. Yeah, we're going to buy. Then you're going to be like, oh, shit, I think it's a fucking problem.
Yeah, like, couldn't dodge that one. Uh-oh, that's not good. But I already feel the difference, and, like, I tell my clients, like, I'm not telling you to completely cut this out and do this and that. I know what works for me. I'm going on 33. I see the difference from now to 10 years ago when I drink beer. Like, I blow the fuck up. And it's just not, it doesn't work with what I'm trying to achieve, But tequilita is nothing wrong with that.
So we're going to start wrapping this thing up. I want you to tell people out there that are frustrated, that feel like it's not working. Believe it or not, the New Year's coming upon us. And also you got Halloween coming. People love them candies and chocolate.
Oh my God.
You've got Thanksgiving coming. That means tamales, pozole,
Panes.
menudo, panes, pan dulce. You name it, dude. All that's just.
So, all I'm going to say is just think about, do you want, energy's real. Like, do you want to go into the new year better or worse? So, like, the holidays, so it's 3, 4, 5 days. Like, stop making it a 3-month thing. I know there's leftovers and stuff, but that's when your willpower comes in. Like, really, like, trust me, I know. Like, it's not easy, but when you just visualize those results that you want, or every time you're feeling down or you feel like it's just getting tough, always go back to why you started.
That's right.
Or go back to how you felt like, the day that you just had energy and your digestive was on point and you just felt so good and you're like, I'm going to do this. Go back to that feeling, so always go back to that and hit me up. I got the perfect plans.
That's right.
And if you're not local, that's not a problem. We have the online community. Like I mentioned, we have online challenges and just, you'll have accountability and support. And, it doesn't matter. Again, your past doesn't determine your future. Like, if you want to change for the better, you can do it. It's just on you.
Let them know again on IG where they can find you.
Yes, LorenaMichelle.la, or also follow my business page, which is Fuel Up Nutrition, and come through.
And plug in your shop one more time before we get out of here.
Fuel Up Nutrition. I'm telling you right now, it's perfect for the community. It's in San Fernando, Sylmar area. But it's just a perfect way to get a kickstart and have a support system doing it. So come through. You can check out the page for the schedule, and you guys can just directly DM me or directly DM the Fuel Up Nutrition.
There you go. Now, Chris. Now, all the listeners, make sure to go tap in. But when you plug it in, don't go to Fuel Up Nutrition. Go to Fuel Up Nutrition.
Fuel Up Nutrition.
It's gotta be like that. If not, you got the wrong page, man.
That's it.
I want to thank you guys for tapping in. Make sure to go check out Lorena's IG. Go to their shop. Let's get healthy, man. Let's bring sexy cholos back, man.
Let's
bring
go.
the sexy cholos
Bring
back.
them back.
Yeah. All right, Chris, we're out of here. Thanks guys for tapping in. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share the channel. Let's do this.
Let's go. Yay! That was so fun.
What do you think?
I loved it.
What's up,
it
man?
just